Today's show is sponsored by Kyrios Consulting. That is Kyrios with a Y, Kyrios. Real estate investing can be intimidating. That's why you don't do it alone. Kyrios Consulting gets you from no real estate to your first rental property. My friend Steve did it right here in New Hampshire, and he wants to help other Christians do the same. Visit consultingbykyrios.com. Again, that's with a Y, consultingbykyrios.com. No more excuses. The world needs more Christians with passive income, not more passive Christians. Make it happen. The link is in the description. All right, let's try this again. Let's do it again. Terrible news. I recorded this video once already, and it was so good. It was really good. It was like 30 minutes, maybe a little more than 30 minutes. And then I checked the recording, and the audio cut out 5 minutes into it, and that was that. And I have to redo it. And normally what happens is when this happens is I don't redo it. I just say, whatever. But this video's got to get out. It does, because you guys need some help. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. You abolitionists, man, you need help. I think here's the thing. I'm a helpful guy. I'm a helpful guy, and no matter how much you don't agree that I'm in your trademark club, I'm one of you. You're in here with me. It's as simple as that. I've been told many times I'm not an abolitionist because I don't agree with the I didn't even know it was a doctrine, first of all. And I've read a lot of theology books over time, and I've listened to some in my I've done like audio recordings of different theology books. I've never heard the doctrine of abolition, but apparently it's a doctrine, and since I don't think that you shouldn't vote for Trump, I'm not a real abolitionist, even though I believe that abortion should be abolished immediately, even though I believe that there should be no exceptions, even though I believe that it should be punished as murder and murder for hire, even though I believe all those things and I want all those things, that's the goal. Not a real abolitionist. I think I am, though. I think I'm an abolitionist. I'm just not an abolitionist with the trademark logo. So, anyway. Regardless of what you think about me, you're in here with me. We're friends. It's as simple as that. It's like the meme with the Vulcan and the other guy, and the girl goes, "Are you two friends?" And they're like, "Yes, no." I'm the one saying yes. But anyway, you guys need some help, because I have seen a lot of piss poor memes going on out there. Look, I'm no expert. I'm not like a meme smith. I'm not the kind of guy that I think I've created maybe one or two memes in my entire life. And so I'm not an expert, but I do know a good meme when I see it, and sometimes it's just a feeling. Sometimes it's just a feeling. But I think that there are some objective standards here for memes, and we're going to go over them, because I think I've seen a lot of bad memes out there. Like this one, for example. This is T. Russell Hunter here. This is like the godfather of abolitionism. T. Russell Hunter, he's the guy that does the videos outside the abortion clinics, and that's no easy work, man. He makes these cool videos, and everyone's slapping high fives watching these videos, and they're great. They're very well done. But I've been outside the abortion clinic, and it's no picnic out there. I'll tell you that right now. It's no picnic. But in any case, here's this is the first meme we're going to be reviewing. Here's T. Russell Hunter. He says, "Does anyone around you even know that you believe abortion is murder and that it should be abolished? Are you a secret or hidden abolitionist that agrees with the ideology but never makes it seen or known? Or are you part of the abolitionist uprising?" This is actually not a meme now that I think about it. This is just a sales pitch. T. Russell Hunter is pitching you right now. This is always be closing, T. Russell Hunter. This is big time. You know what I mean? I'm a salesman myself. And you got to respect the game, you know what I mean? He's like basically saying, look, if you're not one of those secret ashamed abolitionists, because you gotta put that out there, you don't hide it under a bushel, you know what I mean? You let it shine. And if you don't have one of these snazzy abolitionist rising shirts, trademarked, of course, if you don't have one of these abolitionists, then you might be one of these. Maybe it's not even might be. You are one of these secret abolitionists that doesn't want anyone to know that you believe in abortion abolition. I believe in abortion abolition. I believe in murder. So I believe in murder. I believe that it is murder. I believe it should be treated as murder. So how come I'm not an abolitionist? Why? I know why I'm not an abolitionist, because I'm not wearing the Abolitionist Arise shirt. As simple as that. If I was wearing the shirts, T. Russell Hunter would be my friend. It's as simple as that. I'd be in the trademark club. I will never wear one of these shirts. Nothing against them. This is just not my style. You know what I mean? It's not my style of shirt. That's not what I do. Listen, I buy shirts that people get me. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to get some Abolitionist Rising shirts in my P.O. box. I buy shirts, but someone bought me this shirt. That's why I'm wearing it. You know what I mean? I don't really buy a lot of my own clothes. And if I do buy my own clothes, it's just simple stuff. It's just like, this is a blue shirt. This is a white shirt. This is a gray. I don't wear this kind of, but I'm still an abolitionist. This is a sales pitch, man. It's a sneaky sales pitch too. He's like, here's the store. You can go to the Abolitionist Rising store, and if you don't, then you're one of those meek and ashamed abolitionists that doesn't want anyone to know. Quite very well played, T. Russell Hunter. Very well played. But let's get to the memes, because this was a fake meme. Here's the first one that we're going to review. This was sent in by Rachel Berkey. She thinks that it potentially could qualify for my cringe bad meme review. So she offered it up as just to say, is this cringe? This person's got the right attitude here. You know, memes are not that serious, especially if you do them okay. And so we got the meme. Child sacrifices up to the states. It's the school bus, wait in front of the train tracks, and the train just comes right into it. Arizona went too far. And this is Trump, this is Trump's positions. And it turns out that, he's going to use his bully pulpit against abortion abolition. States are going too far and stuff like that. This is a decent meme. You know what I mean? I actually don't think that this is exactly the truth of the situation. I think Trump is going to be pretty hands off when he's elected president. But this is the big fear. This is the big fear that I think a lot of people have when it comes to Trump and how some of his rhetoric has changed around abolition. So, it's totally fine. The message is totally. That's another thing about memes too. It's hard to be objective about a meme when you disagree with the message. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. I don't think this is exactly accurate, but it's a decent meme. In fact, I like this meme format. It's a classic meme format, which is something that you really want to stick to the classics, I think. It's always risky to try to introduce a new meme format. It's always risky because, you got to stick with the classics, in my opinion. You stick with the classics. This is a pretty good meme. In my opinion, it doesn't really land. I don't feel zinged, and that's what you really want with a meme. You want the target to feel really zinged. You know what I mean? I don't feel zinged here. You know what I mean? So it's a fine meme. It's nothing special. I'm gonna go ahead and write down my ranking here. I'm gonna give this one a solid 6. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. So not a bad meme at all. This is a totally respectable meme. Rachel, good job. All right, the next meme we've got is Peter Williams. He's got this is what's his name? I forget his name. I don't care about this. I follow football, but I don't really care about the personalities too much. This is Taylor Swift's boyfriend or whatever. And yelling at his coach. This was in the Super Bowl last year. Classic moment. Very frustrated with the coach and Andy. I know Andy Reid, but very, very good meme because the emotions are flowing here. It's a good meme format, And I like this meme actually. It's still legal in every state. This is a good one. And this is something that we can all get together and appreciate because even the non-trademarked abolitionists like myself, the non-official, non-club member abolitionists. I'm not in the cool kids club of abolition, but I can agree with this. It is frustrating to hear people say how abortion's illegal when it's not. I mean, you could just take the pill, and there's so many babies being killed with this pill. It is frustrating. I don't get too frustrated about politics and stuff like that because, especially with normies, because that's an exercise in futility. If you want to have a frustrating life, get frustrated at normies all the time. You know what I mean? There's always a reason. So you always have frustration available to you if you're gonna get too frustrated at the normies. But I can agree with the sentiment. I like the meme format. It's very emotional. Not a lot of words. You just instantly see what's happening in this meme. That's another thing. You don't want to create a meme where you have to think about it too much. And if you do, it's very risky. They can work, but it's risky. But this is a good one. I like this meme, and I'm going to give this one a solid 7 out of 10. It's a little better than the last one just because of the format. I like the format better, the simplicity of it, the emotions of it, and the truth of it. I really like this meme. This is a 7 out of 10. Solid effort here, Peter. Good job. Now, the next 4 memes are from Elijah Mark. Now, Elijah, I checked his Twitter feed before I did this, and he seems like a great guy. And I like Elijah Mark. His Twitter feed is great. I don't think I've ever met him in person. Maybe I have. I don't know. But he seems like a solid dude. So I'm going to go ahead and just say that, lay the groundwork here, because he is guilty of some meme atrocities. I mean, it's just serious meme atrocities. It's not good. It's not good at all. And so here he's got the Batman meme where he's slapping Robin, and this is a classic meme format again. Very good choice as far as the format is concerned, so he gets points for that. Somebody even used this meme against me the other day. I was saying how I like fishing because it's like part skill, part luck. And then he sent me this meme, and he said, "Fishing is luck," and he slapped me. It's providence. There's no luck. So, I like this meme format. It's a good one. So here's what the meme says. So Robin is saying, "I want to vote for the gay guy." And then Batman slaps him and says, Exodus 18:21. This is a bad meme. Objectively, this is a bad meme. It started out great with the right format. This format, there's probably a lot that in abolition that you could use this format for. But this, Elijah, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. There's a couple things wrong with it. Like, number one, I don't get it. I don't get the meme. Because, like, the gay, I want to vote for the gay guy. It's obviously talking about Trump. But is this a thing? Like, is Trump gay now? Like, and I was so confused that I messaged him. I thought he might have been referring to Owen Benjamin. He did a video, which was hilarious, like 3 or 4 years ago, where everyone was talking about how Michelle Obama's really a dude. And he of course agrees with that, but then he makes the case that every president is married to a tranny, essentially. And throughout history. And I don't know if he was a joke or if he was serious, and that's part of the genius of Owen Benjamin. Sometimes you don't know if he's being funny or if he's being serious. Usually it's a mixture of both, I think. But he makes the case through pictures and history that every president ever, for the most part, has been married to a dude. So that's what I thought he was referring to. I don't watch Owen Benjamin anymore. Does anyone still watch him? Is he still hilarious? I mean, I stopped watching him because of the Trinity stuff. It's just a man can only take so much Trinity blaspheming, you know what I mean, before they have to turn it off. So I haven't watched him in years. But Elijah was not referring to that. So it's just very weird. Like, he's the gay guy now. Like, Trump is gay, and this is a common theme in Elijah's memes that Trump is gay now all of a sudden. I mean, I don't get it. And then the Exodus 18:21 passage. Like, if you're gonna quote scripture, just quote the pertinent parts, in my opinion. If you're gonna put the address of the passage, you got to make sure it's one that everybody knows. Like, because the last thing someone wants to do when they're reading a meme is, all right, now I got to open up Bible Gateway and look up what Exodus 18:21 says. And I have a feeling that a lot of people would have to look this up. I mean, I had to look. I knew what it was, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I did look it up. And it's a passage about the qualifications for the people that Moses was told to elect into the government. And that's what I thought it was, and it was that. But it's not fun. This is not a good meme because nobody wants to have to look things up in order to understand the meme. And even after you do it, you still don't understand it. But there's something here. There's something he's working with here I think could be good. And so, Elijah, I think this one needs a rewrite. I think you need to go back to the drawing board on this one. You hand in your paper and your teacher just hands it back to you. It needs a rewrite. You don't know what the heck they're talking about. I'm not going to elaborate, but this one needs a rewrite. I think the format is good. You could do something with it, but this is not it. And I'm going to give you a 2 out of 10. This is a very bad meme. Here's another one from Elijah. Now, I think this is the one that sparked my whole interest in doing this meme review. Things don't get any better for Elijah here. So here, the first knock on this is it's not an accepted meme format. It's a new one, and maybe someone else has used it before, but it's not really a common one. That's the first knock. I mean, it's very difficult to pull this off effectively. You got to use the standards. It's as simple as that. Especially when your memes are so inconsistent, like Elijah's are. Like you don't want to go experimenting if you're inconsistent with your memes. You know, you got to use the classics. That's the first thing. The second thing is there's just way too much text here. There's way too much text here. Now, sometimes you can pull it off with a lot of text, but usually you can't. And especially if you're not using an accepted meme format, it's just not going to work to your advantage in this case. And so here we have the scene of John the Baptist confronting King Herod. And John says, "It's not lawful for you to have your brother's wife." Okay, it's from the Bible. And then Herod says, "John, I'm an unbelieving magistrate. I'm not beholden to God's law." Okay, that's not what he said, but okay, he's trying to tell a story here, so fine. So then the punchline is, "You're right. What was I thinking? I'll see." And then he quotes, he cuts that out and he says, "I'll vote for you instead." It's just not good. It's just not good. There's no zinger here. No normal Trump supporter is going to think this is a great point. They're not going to feel. They're not going to smart them at all. It's just not good. It's not good. It's a non-classic meme format. And then it takes too many liberties with the story of John the Baptist. I mean, that's not what he said. He just didn't care. You know what I mean? What John said. You know. It's just not good. And also it's very disconnected from the situation we find ourselves now. There was no voting back then. They didn't vote for King Herod. Maybe you could rework it a little bit to make it more connected to reality, because the memes have to be connected to reality in some way. That's to make a great meme. It has to be connected to reality in some way. Of course, you can take liberties, but this just takes way too many liberties. And then on top of that, there's too much text. And then on top of that, it's not a classic meme format. So this has everything going against it. I don't even think this one's worthy of a rewrite. I think you should just scrap this one. This is no good. It's a terrible meme. It makes people, instead of getting like, "Oh man, he really got me on that one," or instead of people getting all offended, it just makes people feel sorry for you because you thought this was a banger and it just sucks. So this one doesn't even get a whole point. This is a 0.5. This is one of the worst memes I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not even playing it up for the camera. This is horrendous. It's a bad meme, objectively. I'm sorry, Elijah. This one didn't work. You took a chance, though. And I got to give you, you know what? I'm going to give you a full point because you took a chance. You know, you knew you were taking a risk. You knew you were taking a risk by choosing a new meme format. And you did it anyway, you know, and I think that's worth something. So you get the full point. You get 1 out of 10 for this awful meme. Again, let me just say this. Elijah seems like a good guy. Oh, man. Okay. So Elijah pointed me to this one. And I want to talk about this one. I do. I want to talk about this one. We got Gru from Minions or Despicable Me. We got Gru. Classic meme format, and the whole point of this meme is he's telling you the plan, and then he can't even believe how stupid his own plan sounds like, right? He's got the chalkboard out or whatever, the whatever. And so he goes, "I want to abolish abortion." And then the second part of the plan is, "I talk about it online." And then this is the punchline, the third part of the plan is, "I vote for someone who is pro-abortion." And then he's shocked how stupid his plan is. Elijah, this is why I was so hard on you on the first two. Because this is good. This is a good meme. Congratulations, buddy. You did it. I really like this meme. And I don't agree with the message because I think it's oversimplistic. And I think that it's, you know, it doesn't really, it's not really what our plan is. You know what I mean? But the key to a good meme is you do have to oversimplify it, and you do have to break it down to its bare bones. And essentially, this is what's happening. Now, again, from our perspective, this is oversimplistic, but this is what is happening. Now, I think I would have preferred, I think the meme would have actually been better if you said, instead of pro-abortion, say pro-choice, because that would have been closer to reality. But I think it still is a zinger. It still zings you, because pro-choice was is the enemy. You know what I mean? Is the enemy. And, so now, Trump's coming essentially, I'm kind of pro-choice, in certain circumstances, that kind of thing. I think that this is a good meme because it is connected enough to reality that it lands, it stings. And like, you read this meme and I don't agree with it, but I'm still like, oh man, he got me on that one. He got me. I like this one because, and again, from your perspective, the plan is stupid. I mean, my plan, what I support, is a stupid plan from your perspective. And so this really gets your message across in a way that, I mean, I can't really argue with it. All I can say is it's oversimplistic, but ultimately, this is kind of what's happening. Elijah, well done, buddy. Well done. I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10. This is fantastic. This is a good meme. Elijah is he went from 1 point. I almost gave him half a point on the last one to 9. You know what? Because this is so good, I'm going to go back to the half a point on the last one because I know you can do better. You know what I mean? You've got so much potential. You've got a lot of ability. This is proof of it. You've got a lot of ability. And so I'm going to be hard on you. I'm going to be hard on you, Elijah, because I know you can do better. I'm just disappointed. I'm not mad at you, Elijah. I'm just disappointed in this. This is, you should delete this tweet. You really should. This is really bad. And by the way, if you disagree with me on this tweet, because I'm pretty hard on this is a really bad meme, in my opinion. Let me know how I'm wrong in the comments if you think I'm wrong. We got one more from Elijah. We got one more. Classic meme format. I'm so happy to see Elijah stick to the classics. This is where you're going to be safe. You're going to have a much better chance of scoring here. You know what I mean? He's got the guys from Predator. You got the black guy and he's got the white guy, and they're together. They're usually their enemies, but they're together. And this is low-key genius. In my opinion, this is low-key genius on Elijah's part. And Elijah, be honest with me. If you watch this video, be honest. Did you do this intentionally? He made the black guy the leftist. Sticking with the stereotypes. I like it. I like it very much. And then he made the white guy the Christian nationalist. Very, very good. Was that intentional? Because if that was a mistake, I feel like it was a happy mistake. It was a happy accident if he did this on accident. Hopefully this is intentional, because that's low-key genius. Low-key genius. And then, they're holding hands in the middle and voting genocidal guys into office. And that's where it all falls apart. There's something here, though. You can use this meme. This one needs a rewrite, too. And I don't think you need to change too much. I think leftists and Christian nationalists, those are perfect for the way you have this here. But voting genocidal guys into office, I went to public school. I'm going to look up the definition of genocidal. Just to be sure, because I think I know what it means, but I want to be sure. Genocidal. Relating to or involving the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. That's what I thought. Maybe I missed something Trump said, that he wants to destroy, an entire ethnic group or something intentionally. Maybe I missed something, but it's just, I don't get it. I don't get the meme. I assume he's talking about abortion, but I'm not really sure. Because genocidal doesn't seem to fit. Unless you're saying that Trump is pro-abortion because he wants to eradicate, the lower classes or something. I don't know exactly what's being said here. But it just doesn't seem like the right word. This could have been a really good meme. I like the idea of Christian nationalists and leftists, coming together to do something. If you want to make a zing. I don't agree with the meme, but I do like the idea here. There's something here. But this is not, it's just not good enough, Elijah. So I'm going to give you a 4 out of 10. It needs a rewrite. Maybe I think you can do better. I think you can do better. All right, let's move on to a new person. We've got Ben Zeisloft. Zeisloft. I think that's how you pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Another classic meme format. Good choice. He's got the Lion King, and he's got Mufasa teaching Simba. This is where he says, "Everything the light touches is your kingdom." Classic moment. Classic. The Mufasa says, "You must obey God in all things, my son." And then Simba says, "But what about that area over there?" And then Mufasa says, "That is the political. Over there, you can do whatever is right in your own eyes." This meme got 250 likes, including from myself, because I like all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Most people aren't like me, though. Most people thought this was a good meme. And I just don't. It just doesn't. I don't even really know exactly what's wrong with it. It just doesn't land. It just doesn't. I think it has to do with the punchline here, where you can do whatever is right in your own eyes. Like, it's just very strange. It's a strange punchline, and it just doesn't flow. The meme doesn't flow. It had a good premise, the Simba Mufasa meeting, the shadowy place over there. He should have quoted, "What about that shadowy place over there?" That's the line from the movie. You should have just stuck with the actual line. But then this panel, that is the political. Over there, you can do whatever is right in your own eyes. It's just not good. It's just, what can I say? It's just not good. What is I'm trying to think of what the reason why it's not good. It just doesn't flow. It just doesn't roll off the tongue. It doesn't land. And honestly, it's just not connected to reality enough. And that's another thing. Again, you have to connect it to reality enough. And nobody's saying you can do whatever is right in your own eyes or anything even close to it. We're just talking about different strategies. You know what I mean? Different strategies to accomplish the same goals. So it just doesn't connect to reality. And I'm going to be hard on Ben because Ben is capable of great memes. I've seen him before. But this one is not one. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 4 out of 10 as well. It's not good. There's something here. This one could benefit from a rewrite. I think you could use this format and do a lot better. Okay. So this one is not T. Russell Hunter. This is somebody else. And so you got the crazy aliens guy. And basically he's saying the way we get to no compromise on abortion is by compromising right now. And he's, it's a crazy idea, right? We're not going to compromise on abortion in the future. And the way we do that is by compromising right now. I like the format. I like the message. I think, again, I don't agree with it. It's not exactly what we're saying. But again, this is connected to reality. This one zings a little bit. It's like, I don't think I'm compromising right now. But ultimately, when you look at it from the outside, you kind of are. So it's oversimplistic, just like the Gru meme. It's too simplistic. I wouldn't put it this way, but that's how you meme. You oversimplify it to make it look crazy. And it's got the perfect format for that. This guy certainly looks crazy. So I like it. I think I like this meme. I think it's a good meme. The wording is not perfect. I think we could do better on the wording. In fact, I think you could keep the same message essentially about compromising on abortion and all that by not compromising on abortion, by compromising to abortion. But I think it needs to be worded a little differently. But overall, solid effort here. This is a good meme, in my opinion. I like this meme very much. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This is a good meme. Is that the best one so far? No. The Gru meme was a 9. So Gru is still in the lead. This is a good meme, though. I think it needs to be tweaked to be a little bit better, but it's pretty good as is. Good job. All right, we've got this one from T. Russell Hunter. This is Monsters, Inc., and we've got this guy. I don't really remember this scene from Monsters, Inc., which is a problem. You want it to be instantly recognizable by everybody, as many people as possible. And maybe this is more famous than I let on. I just personally don't know it. But you got Trump over here talking to Sully, I guess his name is, Sully. And Trump says, "I'd sacrifice 1,000 children before I let this country die." This is about the idea of Trump. He's trying to get elected, so that's why he's kind of being softer on abortion, because, the country's not there. So he's telling them what they want to hear, essentially, that kind of thing. That's the message here. And it looks evil, and this guy over here is bad guy. I'd sacrifice 1,000 children before I let this country die. This is okay. This is okay. Again, I think the wording isn't perfect, but I do think it zings. I do think it zings you a little bit. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I don't have too much to say about it because I'm a little unclear if this is an accepted meme format or if this is taking a chance. I personally don't like it very much because it's not that familiar to me, but maybe I'm the one that's wrong in this case. I'm not confident that I am. I am confident that this one stinks and nobody cares, and this is the worst meme I've ever seen. and I've been to Armenian memes before, so that's saying something, Elijah. But this is a solid effort. I like this one. This one's not bad. 7 out of 10. Okay. Last one. And this one, hold on. I'm going to pause it here. Don't want to surprise anybody here. This one, the person who sent it to me was insistent that I review this meme. He thought this one was awesome. And it's a video meme. And this is a risky play, man. The video memes are no joke. You don't want to get too involved with video memes. Because there's a couple things. Number one, they tend to be longer, right? It's not a couple seconds. It's usually 30 seconds, 2 minutes, stuff like that. And the longer it runs, the more of a chance that you're going to mess it up. You're going to go too long. You're going to say too much. It's not going to have the impact that you want it to have. The longer you have available to you, the more chances you have to screw it all up. It's risky. It's very risky. But I will say this, that if you do it right, they can be gold. 10 out of 10. And Bendel-Wary, I mean, I've got to give him his props, man. Bendel-Wary did it twice. This is unheard of in the meme world. To do 2 video memes, and both of them are perfect. They're perfect memes. So much opportunity to fumble, and you don't. And they just keep getting, and both of them, the one with the Mexican guy and then the one with the Nazis, both of them, they get better as they go, which is how this is championship stuff, championship level stuff. They keep running and they keep getting better. As instead of fumbling, they just get faster and better. They're just perfect memes. But the thing is that when you're doing a video meme, you're either going to get an 8, 9, 10 out of 10, or it's going to be a 1. There's usually not a lot of in between. So let's see what happens here. Let me make sure my audio is connected here. It is. Let's do this. Live view of abolitionists refusing to vote for Trump.
Give it to me. You can tell them I took it by force. Give it to me. And I'll do what you should have did 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Okay. I want to love it. I do. I want to love it. But I don't. I just don't like it. It's got potential, though. It really does. I think that there's something here. There's something here. But it's not good. It's just not. What can I say? It's not good. But I want to like it. This is a tough one, man. This really is a tough one. And I've seen it before, and I rated it before, and I'm still struggling with the rating I gave it because I want to like it more than I do. You got the Batman scene where the Joker has a ferry boat full of criminals and a ferry boat full of innocent people, and each one has a receiver that they can blow up the other boat, right? They can blow up the other boat, and that's that. And if they don't blow up the other boat, then they both blow up or something like that. I think that's how it works. So, obviously everyone assumes the criminals are going to blow up the other boat. And then they don't, and then, I don't forget how the rest of the story goes. Who cares? Who cares? So, I love Debo. Whoever casted Debo in that role, just beautiful. Beautiful. And I want to say, too, that I do like how it names people, like the other criminals. This is Joel Webb in here, William Wolf, Rhett Koppel, RNC Confused. That's good. RNC Confused. We got Doug Wilson, Charlie Kirk, Steve Deese. I'm back here somewhere. I'm back. Not in the Gob. I'm not in the Gob Sodomites. I'm back here in the RNC Confused section over here. They didn't name me. I'm not a big enough deal, but I'm in there. I love how they named the name. That's good. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Why do I hate it? Because it's too far disconnected from reality. That's the situation. They make it seem like it's this altruistic thing. They're Debo, of course, and they're doing this altruistic thing where they're going to sacrifice themselves to save the other boat, where the unborn babies are. They're in the other boat. But this is just not like our situation, though. That's the thing. It's just not close enough to the situation. There's something here, though. There is something here. This one needs a rewrite, man. This one needs a rewrite, and it could be like an 8, 9 out of 10. It's not going to be a 10 out of 10 because the video meme bar has been set so high. Bendel Wary's got 2 10 out of 10s. You need to really bring it to get the 10 out of 10. But this could be an 8 or 9. But it's just too disconnected from reality. Because what's happened here is that the Joker, instead of saying you can save the other boat by blowing yourself up, the Joker is saying, hey, I don't care what you do, you're all going to die. All the unborn baby, the other boat is going to die regardless. So you could save yourself, or you could not save yourself. That's really what's going on. It's like the Joker said to you, look, that boat over there full of unborn babies, that boat's going to die. Or I'm going to explode it. Either way, whatever you do. But you can die with them, or you can save yourself. That would be closer to the situation. They make it seem like you throw this overboard, and all the unborn babies, they're saved. They're not. They're not. What's actually going to happen is you're going to throw your vote transceiver into the water, and then more babies, not just the boat, more of them are going to be exploded. It's just not connected to reality enough. And the thing is, like, I'm going to go back to Elijah's good meme. I don't agree with this meme, but it works. It lands. It zings because it's connected to reality. I wouldn't put it this way. It's too simplistic. But I got to be like, I'm like Gru looking at the plan. I'm like, goo, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty stupid. When you say it that way, it sounds so stupid. This one, too. This is, when you put it this way, I feel like this guy. This one lands. This one zings. This one doesn't. It doesn't land. This is not the situation we find ourselves in. This is a fantasy. This is like the abolitionist, trademark abolitionist, abolitionist rising when you're wearing the nice shirts. These guys, in their heads, in their fantasy, this is what's going on. It's not. You're out to lunch. This is not the situation we find ourselves in. And so this is like an abolitionist, like this is a fantasy that they imagine themselves as Debo. This is what they do in their fantasies, I guess. I don't know. So the problem is, it's got potential. There's something here. You could, abolitionists, create a better meme, a better video meme using this format. I know you can do it. I know you can, because you guys came up with the Gru meme. This is a good meme. You can do it. Now, again, I still caution you to use video memes. They're too risky, but if you're gonna do it, use the guru potential to make this video meme better. Because right now it stinks. Right now it stinks. But there's something here. And so I got to give that credit. It's 4 out of 10. And I'm giving you a little bit of credit for trying the video meme. And I was laughing too. And that's always good. If you get somebody laughing in the meme, like this scene had me rolling the first time I watched it. With Joel Webb and William Wolf, Brett Koppelman was. And I didn't catch this part, the RNC confused part. That's just too good, man. This is too good. Anyway, guys, I love you. I love you. I love the Abolitionists. I'm never going to wear your shirts. Please don't send me a shirt. It'll be a waste of money. I'll probably wear it. I'll wear it to the gym or something. But yeah, that's all I got for you, man. Listen, we're friends. We're friends. And I want you to do better. And hopefully with my notes today, you will. God bless you.
Fuego, puro fuego es mi amor por ti.